Hello ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel. In today's video we're going to do our weekly recap series where we cover the various events that happened in the market this week. And this week in particular, which I guess was the week of September 27th, I think it was, 26th or 27th. Really, you had the presidential debate, but in the market, a relatively uneventful week. Obviously, we had 4 other videos this week, plus this one being the 5th, but nothing really super detailed that or anything that really moved the market this week, which at this point in time is kind of nice to have after so much back and forth. And, that's going to continue going into the election and most likely beyond that a little bit into 2021. Obviously at this point in time, that's just kind of what you can expect. But before we get into this video, go ahead and smash the like button if at any point you do enjoy something you hear, or if you learned something in this video, and also subscribe to the channel as we continue our climb to 1,000 subscribers. We're currently at 246, which is a great number, and we continue our climb to 1,000 subscribers. So hopefully we can do that together, and let's get right into it. So obviously, earlier this week we did a What is a Stock video, kind of our Finance 101 series that I plan on doing hopefully at least once a week, maybe more, just because there's a lot of basics about whether it's stocks or the stock market or financial institutions, whatever it may be, that are very important for everyone to learn if they're getting into investing. Then we had another video about how the presidential debates have impacted the markets in the past and could potentially impact the markets this year. You didn't really see much of that because the debate was kind of a tie, if you will, kind of a stalemate between President Trump and Joe Biden. So, didn't see a whole lot of movement this year, but obviously the next couple debates could potentially move that. Then we had another one on the recap of the presidential debate, kind of my thoughts on how it went. So if you haven't checked out any of these videos, go ahead and check those out after you watch this video. Then we had a little bit of a recap on our travel stocks at a good buying point. It was our stock breakdown video. We kind of covered Carnival, Delta, and various other stocks such as like Norwegian Cruise Lines, American Airlines, and things such as that. So like I said, relatively uneventful week. No really big breaking news except for what came out last night, which was Thursday, October 1st, was that President Trump and the First Lady Melania have been confirmed to have COVID-19. So obviously our thoughts and prayers are with them, whether you like them or not. It's you see a lot of people who are kind of making fun of them, and obviously they've been kind of stubborn about the situation, maybe not the smartest at all times, but this is a serious thing. You shouldn't really be sitting there making fun of anybody who has COVID, even if you don't agree with some of the things they've said in the past. So hopefully they recover and can get back to the campaign trail and do the best to their ability. Obviously, you want whoever's going to be the next president to be elected fairly and have a worthy opponent, if you will. So let's go ahead and check out the various markets, starting with the S&P 500, currently down about 0.5%, or about 20 points. Started pretty low, mostly because of the Trump testing positive news that broke, and kind of just a global, a little bit of a fear that COVID could potentially make a second wave. Do I think that's going to necessarily happen? It's hard to say. Obviously in Europe it's a little bit worse than it is here in the United States. So hopefully everyone, if I have any viewers from Europe, you guys are being safe. And wherever you're watching from, hopefully you're being safe in general and being smart about the current situation. Whether you believe it's really severe, whether you believe it's not so severe, obviously, be safe not only for yourself but for the people around you. Like I said, down about half a point. There was a little bit of dip here and then kind of rose back up. I think the markets are in a good spot. Here's the 5-day forecast, up a little bit here in the green on the week, and then going back. Obviously a pretty rough month of September, which is kind of what you could expect for September. Really interesting month for whatever reason, and then kind of rebound from there at this. So I think the market's on a good trend, on a good track. I think, obviously Trump getting the virus was kind of an anomaly, something that you don't expect to happen. But obviously it shows that, anyone could get the virus. And like I said, hopefully he has a speedy recovery. We can check the Dow. Dow's doing much better today, down 0.001%, or I guess 0.01% on the day, so about $2. Obviously, that's a very minimal loss, so I'm not, reading too much into that. Pretty good week overall, up near their highs on the week in the last month, kind of trying to rebound to where we've been at this point in time, around 29,000 in the Dow. The Nasdaq's had a much worse day, down about 2%. The Nasdaq's just been rough, as you guys see, from Thursday going into Friday, a steep drop off from Friday going into later that day on Friday. I guess that is today. Just kind of very interesting to see what the Nasdaq has done. No really big breaking news here. It's just been a really rough last month for the Nasdaq after such a meteoric climb to success. Right around here was where the SoftBank news broke, and just since that point, it's kind of leveled off at around $11,000. So hopefully we can see that return a little bit. But this is the one index that has been slammed the hardest over the course of the last month. So, in my opinion, over the course of the last week or so, since this is a weekly recap video, I think the things we're seeing are positive. There's a debate next Wednesday, I believe, between Vice President Pence and Kamala Harris, which I think if you tuned into the first debate, or even if you didn't, I think this next debate is going to be worth watching. Hopefully it's a little bit more civilized. I think both Pence and Harris should be a little bit more, it should be more of like an intellectual debate rather than just sitting there calling each other clowns, or calling, whether it's names, interrupting each other. And maybe I could be completely wrong, but I think that's something that we're going to see. And this debate could potentially be one of the more important ones. Obviously, especially with President Trump testing positive for COVID, he won't be there at all. Obviously, it's not his debate, but I believe the Pence is tested negative, and then Kamala Harris was not exposed to it. So, like I said, tune in Wednesday as long as that debate still happens, and maybe it'll sway your opinion on whoever you're voting for. And it's all politics all the time now. Hopefully not on this channel. Like I said, I don't like expressing my opinion. Obviously you guys don't want to hear that. And hopefully this channel is kind of an escape to not only learn something about finance or whatever it may be that we're covering, but kind of an escape from the COVID-ridden 2020 that we've been experiencing, kind of like a 5 to 10 to 15 minute break from whatever it may be, and kind of a happy place you could go here at Lone Palm Media. So let me know what you guys think about the current situation in the market in the comment section below. Obviously, like I said, I think it's kind of leveling out, but I don't think that's going to stay for long. And if it does, great for us, because the uncertainty. I guess we could check the VIX real quick. VIX stock looks like it's up a little bit. So the uncertainty, I assume that's from Trump contracting COVID, but obviously it's nowhere near as high as it was early September. And I guess on the year, it's kind of leveled out a little bit. So right around that 20 range, 20 to 30, but it's not as low as it was in 2019. So the VIX is definitely something you want to keep an eye on. If you don't know what it is, the VIX measures the uncertainty and like the volatility in the market. Obviously, when the VIX goes up, that means there's more volatility. When it goes down, it means it's more of a steady market, according to the investors. So definitely something to keep an eye on. And like I said, let me know what you guys think about the current situation in the market in the comment section below. I will catch you guys all next week. If you haven't already, go ahead and smash that like button. That's the best way to push this video out to all of our viewers and more viewers who potentially join on this movement. And subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. And until next time, hopefully you guys have a great weekend. Stay safe and happy investing.